Hello guys, welcome back to Broken Sword. This is the next instalment. We've just literally arrived at Carchon's house, and we're trying to solve the murder and the mystery of what's going on with him. So I'm gonna be seeing what we can find out here. We need to talk to this guy first, this guy here. Because we can't do anything else apart from that. We can have a look at things, but that's about it.
The smashed window hadn't been repaired yet. There was just a sheet of flimsy plastic over it.
So if you remember, that's where the mime went in. I haven't played this game for a couple of days, so here we go.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Can I ask what you're doing?
I am guarding the scene of a terrible and heinous crime.
Yeah, this statue. Tell me about it.
Au contraire, mademoiselle. This statue is a pure and visionary statement, a comment upon man's self-imposed isolation within a debased societal framework.
Not a crime, then?
The only crime you will find here is the murder of the great Monsieur Carchon.
No. How dramatic.
I know. Here in this very building, no less. It is top secret, but according to Carchon's wife, the killer was dressed as a mime. Police believe there was an accomplice, a young female journalist.
Oh, thanks.
Even as we speak, she is being hotly pursued up and down the land. No stone is being left unturned.
Good place to look for a journalist, officer.
We police are no fools.
Evidently.
Little does he know that that is us.
How was Monsieur Carchon killed?
He was shot in cold blood with a gun.
Why was he dressed as a mime?
I have my own theory. Either he was mad, or he was a real mime, trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
How long have you been in the police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
It certainly does show. So let's have a look.
You must be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Au contraire, I adore it. In fact, I dabble myself.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end. Why would a mime kill Monsieur Carchon?
He was a hired killer, I expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
Right, so can we go in?
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is a crime scene, and I cannot permit you to pass beyond this point.
So how are we going to get rid of him?
I would be obliged if you did not touch the art, mademoiselle.
Okay, so what have we got that we could possibly use or talk to him about? Just trying to think. Let's chat to him again and see if we can find out.
Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
No. Ever see symbols like these?
Only at the bottom of a bottle, mademoiselle. Ha! You see what I did there? I
Hilarious.
always find a little humor breaks the ice at a crime scene. Don't you agree?
Okay, let's... What about that?
Ever seen one of these?
Not since I was a boy. My father taught me how to whittle using a metal cylinder like that.
I bet that kept you quiet.
Indeed it did. I never talked to him again. He died before I finished.
Take a look at this shell case.
My God! This must be from the gun that killed him!
Are you sure? I think it is from an army field gun.
Ah, yes, of course. The size, that's the giveaway, isn't it?
I knew better than to show him a safe key. What do you think of this pretty cloth?
Wait a minute. What is this? I have seen this before, but where? Of course! Now I remember. At my dear grandmama's. Bless her little dressing table.
Okay.
It'd be crazy to show him the paper with the code. What do you think of my elephant?
A poor piece, to be honest. Derivative. Crude. Forget about it.
Oh, really? I was just wondering where I should stick it.
Somewhere that doesn't get much light?
That's just what I was thinking.
Hey,
How
haircut.
would you like a nice hair clip like this?
I must warn you, mademoiselle, that I have been trained to resist such improper advances.
What do you think of this boat ticket?
Mademoiselle, if you think taking me on a boat trip down the Seine is going to get me into bed with you,
Oh,
then you are mistaken.
that's not what we were after.
I have been trained to resist women offering boat tickets.
Have you?
And men, too. We are up to date on gender issues, you know.
Have you now? I'm sure you have. Right. Do I have to go through everything with him?
Why wouldn't mine?
He
We've
was
already been through this, so I'm going to quickly
must be-
skip
Oh.
this.
Okay. How was?
He was.
Why was?
I have my own.
Oh,
Or
how long?
all my.
It shows.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is all we can do here. So we're going to exit and find somewhere else. So that was the cafe. That was my apartment. Right, so let's try here. I'm hoping that we're able to get into the crime scene. Because nothing... so...
There was nothing I could do. The workman had everything under control.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I wanted to see the crime scene for myself.
It's too dangerous. I am under strict instructions to stop gossip mongers and vandals from getting in.
But I'm a journalist.
Exactly? Didn't you hear what I just said?
What if I told you I was from the insurance company?
I'd ask for your ID.
Oh.
So how do we get rid of him? I'm trying to think. I wonder if there is... There's not a phone. I couldn't ring him. It's not really anything we've got. I wonder if I could ask him about these, because sometimes
There was no...
you can talk to him
Hello?
about stuff. And then it...
Late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Oh, so I can actually talk to him.
Tell me, are
Let's
you
have a look.
related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
It's not his fault he got
Heroes
blown
will
up.
pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Oh, can I sneak? Yes, I can.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
So, let's have a... Oh, I like the fact on this one you've now got like highlights to tell you where to look.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. From this angle,
Look at it.
behind... Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cauchon's organization. I was on the right track.
The forensics team did a grand job there. So is there anything else I need to look at? Or shall I have a look?
On the pouch was the cross symbol. Inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Oh, you know what this means? It's coding time.
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Cauchon.
So, fingers crossed. I'm going to bring up the other coded message that I have, which has been printed off, and it sort of follows, it mimics, so the letters match the other letters on the other coded message. So I'm going to go through it and work out from what we coded last time to be able to decode this. When I first did it, I had no idea. I was at it for hours. So that's part of it. So basically what I'm trying to say is the coded messages match up with each other. So that right, so the first one is Plantard. Just trying to find the correct symbols. It's a lot easier when you've done it the first time. Ooh. Pierre, and that one is a K, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Plantard. Pierre killed. That's an M. That's a U. Some of these I am guessing because they're not on the other one. Murderer. No, that can't be right. That's definitely that one. Oh, okay, so murderer must have, something like that. Must have followed trail from Arno and I don't know what that is. He will come for us. He will come for us now. We must... That looks like vigilant. We must be vigilant. Girls broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me, Imelda. Yeah, that's not an E. Could it be Terry? Nothing else really fits. Let's give it a go. It's that one, isn't it? Terry.
Plantard.
Ah, there we go.
Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Cauchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Oh my goodness, so that's not good. So let's exit because we've done that.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oops.
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Hello. They should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
So are we going to take that to the police then, Nico?
I needed to take a closer look at the objects I'd found.
Ah.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Can I go now?
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Never did I think we'd go back here, to be fair. Right. So, we're back here. Something's... Oh, unless I've got to put the shell back in the cross. Oh, that one.
I touched the slot.
I don't know why I did
which
that. I really don't know why. It's that one, isn't it? Oh, it does. See, it's quite a while since I've actually played this game. Right, down you go. Let's go and have a look. I'm pretty sure there's something in here that we can use. Oh my goodness, Lady Scales here. It must be maybe one of those plugs or something.
That wasn't going to help.
Could it be that one? Let's give it a go. Oh, look at that.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too. A photograph had been torn up.
Uh-oh.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Oh no! Right.
Oh my god. It can't be.
I don't know who she means, but... Could that be... Does it... Could it be... the other picture of that other person that we've got, maybe? I've probably done this completely wrong. Let's go with one of these pieces. There we go, there's one. That looks like a breast pocket. Another breast pocket. Corner bit. That looks alright to me. Corner bit. Could that be... There we go. So is this must be the torn up piece then? Perhaps. It's got to be the torn up piece.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
Oh wow.
Papa, oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cauchon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
So, I think we go back to George maybe now? Yes, we go back to George. Let's chat to her, because she looks like she could be somebody.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
That must be an extra added in. I don't remember that happening last time.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see. Because of the dam. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur.
Oh.
Some people associate them with death.
Like me?
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
Maybe not.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
See if she wants a palm
I've
red.
changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
I'm not going to go through these because I'm pretty sure... Does she know anything?
What can you tell me
I don't
about
think
this
she
material?
does.
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No,
Certainly not.
It's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
So I never get
you later.
why we
That's
talk
right, monsieur.
to this lady here. But for some reason, you have to talk to her. So let's go and speak to Nico.
Remembering the
what's going on.
flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not gonna do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Okay, let's talk about her
Tell
first.
me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
She ate the potatoes.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mime to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cauchon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too.
It's a clown.
But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Clowns are
Or an early
scary.
death.
Clowns are super scary.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Let's try the
I
nose.
found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Oh,
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
how did he not pick that up? How did he not pick that up?
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but... Well, I had a job to do.
Okay, fair enough. Right.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay, so let's go to that one. Okay, it's really creeped me out, this shot. Right, I'm going to leave it there and go and have a break. So guys, if you still like the videos, please like, subscribe, and tell all your friends. And I will see you very, very soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.